Hey, what's up you guys? It's Travis and welcome to Lifestyle Mondays, where every Monday I try to make your life just a little bit better. The one question that I am asked more than any question other than am I a top or a bottom is, how do you make someone like you? This is something that I think applies to all of us because we all want to be attractive to someone else, and sometimes it's hard to know exactly how to go about doing that. I decided to come up with a list of 4 things that have always worked for me for making someone attracted to me. The 4 things that I've chosen on this list are things that I've done to make people attracted to me, and also when I've ignored them, I've seen how they make people not attracted to me. Now, of course, I can't speak for everyone because everyone is attracted to different things, but these are the things that have worked for me, so I want to share those with you guys today. So, let's get started. The first thing on my list of the things that can make you more attractive to another person is to be a mystery. I have made the mistake in the past of opening up too soon. I have been the guy on the first date who shared my whole life story with someone that I had just met. I didn't even know if I knew their last name. And so they're sitting there like, check please, because it's too much. It's too much to give all at once. And I found that by not giving away everything so soon, people value you so much more because they want to know more. There's something left to learn about you. When you share everything all at once, then what's the fun of getting to know somebody? And some people will complain about this one, saying that it's not authentic or that it's playing a game. It's not about playing a game. It's about having self-respect. It's about knowing your worth and understanding that not everyone deserves to know all about you. People can see you on the outside. They can see your aesthetic, and that's theirs to see because you can't prevent that from happening. But as far as getting to know the core of who you are, people need to work for that, so that when you finally do open up, they value it that much more, and that makes you that much more of an attractive person. Number 2 on my list is to love something else more than you love them. This basically is another way of saying to have a passion. If you don't have a passion, then there's a chance that you may not be ready for a boyfriend. Because the problem is, when you don't have something that you love, you become codependent. You put all of your stake in that one person, and unfortunately, another person can't be the source of your happiness. You will never be happy, and it becomes a clingy, addictive nature, which isn't healthy for anyone. It puts pressure on the other person because they feel like there's an expectation to live up to the pressure that you're putting on their life, and it also makes you not feel so great because your happiness is invested in someone else's actions. And so a way to avoid being clingy is to find some value in your own life. One way of doing that is finding a passion. So how do you find your passion? Creativity is where I found my passion. I love to create things. I love to tell stories. I love to make movies. I like to tell a story in any medium possible. If you don't know what your creative passion is, then try different things. That's what life is for. There's a website that I want to share with you guys called Skillshare.com, which basically helps you develop your creative passions. It's a website that's dedicated to people in the arts, in creative fields. So you can learn about photography, you can learn about cinematography, cooking, painting. Basically, it's like 15,000 different online courses that allows you to learn how to do different crafts, to get better at them, and see if there's something that you actually want to do. It's a really great resource. It costs like $10 a month. You can access it on your iPhone or your Android at any time of the day. You don't even need to be online for it. So you don't have to spend an obscene amount of money to go back to school. You don't have to spend a lot of time to go back to school, but you can really focus on creative passions of yours and develop those from the comfort of your own home. Because I'm mentioning Skillshare, in this video they are offering a 2-month free trial for you guys, so you can check it out in the description section below. But either way, find something that matters to you. Find something that you believe in or that drives you, that makes you want to make the world a better place, however that is, because the more you do that, the less pressure it's going to put on your relationships, which then in turn is going to make you a more attractive person. The third way to make people more attracted to you is to set your boundaries. This one in particular is one of my biggest issues because I am a people pleaser. I've been willing to move my boundaries to accommodate other people's boundaries until finally I get to a place where I don't know how I got there. Know your boundaries, know your limits, set those, and stay true to those. It's all about respect for this one because you can't be with anyone that doesn't respect you. If they can't respect you, then you need to respect yourself enough to move on. It's even good to just sit down and write a list of the 10 things that you will not deal with in a relationship. All of these are going to vary for yourself, but it's important to maintain those boundaries so that you're making sure that your needs are being met in this relationship as well. I want to be attracted to you because you are an entirely separate person from me. And so I want to respect those boundaries. If you set those boundaries and tell me no, even if I don't like it, I'm going to respect you even more. And that is more attractive than anything. If you're always giving in to everything that I want from you, that's not super attractive. And the same goes for yourself. If you're always catering to somebody else, you're not going to be respected. And when you're not respected, that's when people feel like they can get away with bad behavior. That is where cheating comes into play. That is where talking down to you comes into play. And that is why sometimes you can attract abusive relationships, because the person doesn't look up to you. You haven't taken a stance for yourself, so why would they take a stand for you? So maintain your boundaries. Know your limits. Stand by what your word is, no matter what your wants are, stand by it, because at the end of the day, they're going to respect you, which goes much farther than being liked ever will. The last thing on my list that I found has turned other people on is being assertive or dominant. I know there are submissive personalities and I know there are dominant personalities. I am generally a more dominating personality. I don't feel like that's a good thing or a bad thing, it's just who I am. I know what I want and I go out there and I get it. This isn't about sex. It can be about sex, but it's also about just taking charge in your life. Being assertive. There are few things more annoying than when you're in a relationship with someone and you're trying to decide what you're going to eat for dinner that night. Hey babe, what do you want to eat for dinner tonight? I don't care. So what about Mexican? No, oh god, we had Mexican 2 days ago. Well then, how about Chinese? No, that doesn't sound good either. Well, you said you didn't care, but apparently you do care because you've turned down the last 2 options that I've given to you. Just tell me one more option. Pizza. No, oh my god, why would you say that? You know I hate pizza. I hate you. Nobody likes that person that can't make up their mind. I like someone that knows what they want and goes for it. It's being assertive and going after what you want and making decisions. It can be intimidating to be confident or dominant in a situation, but honestly, I don't even think of myself as that confident of a person, but I just pretend that I am. That has been my secret to confidence. We get so used to telling ourselves, no, I'm not a confident person. Well, let's just pretend. What if I'm confident? What would I do if I was? It's almost like acting, it's pretending. But somehow by pretending, you actually become that. And that is something that I learned from modeling. I didn't feel sexy. I never thought of myself as a sexy person. But when the cameras came on, what if I was sexy? What if I am attractive? What if I am good enough? And so by asking questions that way, and by pretending to be that way, sometimes, if you believe it enough, you can make other people believe it as well. Even yourself, which then in turn makes you more confident. Alright you guys, that concludes my list of the things that turn other people on. Let me know what turns you guys on. What makes you attracted to other people that I haven't included on this list? Let me know in the comment section below. And I guess that's all I have for right now. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.